Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Stevie B from Crypto World. I just want to make a quick video about how to present yourself on a video and how to start to make money online. I remember I started with $100. I did not have much. I was working a day job doing construction. I still do that sometimes because I enjoy building stuff, and when the job's all set and done and you see the customer's face and how happy they are with what you're giving them, you know, it's more of a hobby now because I don't have to do it anymore. But, you know, it's something to do. Plus, I don't do it for just random people. I do it for friends and family because they know I have a talent with that. I did that for a long time. But I remember I did not have a lot of money to start. I think I had like $300 in my bank account. I was sick and tired of not having money to go on vacation or to go do anything. Like, I just had enough to pay my bills and have, you know, a few extra bucks throughout the week. So I remember there was a thing 2016, I believe, the end of 2016, the beginning of 2017. It was called Rev Share. So I'm like, what do I got to lose? You know, the kid I was following at the time was making, I think he made like 50 grand at the time. So I'm like, well, if he made 50 grand and I made nothing, he can show me how to at least do that. Let me just do what he's doing. So I threw $100 in. I threw a couple videos up. I looked like a complete idiot, you know, because I didn't know how to talk. I wasn't confident. I wasn't nothing. I was just like talking about a bunch of BS that I had no knowledge about. So finally, over a couple videos, I was studying what I was doing wrong. So I was like, all right, I have to look more at the camera. I have to, you know, you have to talk to the people. Like, you gotta talk like you're talking one-on-one with someone. You can't talk like you're talking to a crowd. The person watching the video has to feel like you're actually talking to them. So my mentor told me that, and I'm like, wow, that's a good example. So let me try that. So that's what I did. And, you know, I had one person ask me a question, so I happened to know the answer, so I gave him the answer, and we started talking. Then he went under me in the rev share, and he put $1,000 in, and I'm like, whoa. And I made, what did I make? I can't even remember. I think it was like $100 or something. I think it was something like that. It was like 100, and I was like, wow. I was amazed that I made $100 online just by sharing info with someone, just talking to them, and being a human, you know. So that's another thing you got to do. You really have to engage with people. If someone asks you a question, and even later down the road, say you have like 50 messages, try to answer them. Try to keep in touch with your people, because if they're following you and you're their mentor later down the road, they're looking forward to your info. They're looking forward to talking to you. And I know how that was with my mentor. When I asked him a question, he got back to me like within a half hour every time. And that made me feel like we were building a friendship, so I could trust him. And I trust him so much now, it's incredible. We don't talk all the time. I should probably, you know, hit him up a little more. He lives on the other side of the United States. I'm between New York and Boston in a little state called Rhode Island. And, you know, it's the smallest state in the United States, but we're in between the two busiest states, you know. It's a nice little state. No, the ground doesn't move. There's no tornadoes. There's nothing like that. So it's a little peaceful state. But I would, if you're just starting out, you can send me a message. You can ask me whatever you want. If I have the answer, I will give it to you. If I don't, I will look for it, and I'll ask my mentors. I will find you the answer that you need to know, but 90% of the time, I'll know the answer. Do I know how to make money online is a question. Of course I do. It took a little bit, you know, it took some learning curves, just like anything else. But I learned. I taught myself how to do it. And, well, I can't say I taught myself. I watched my mentor, and I followed what he did, and I did exactly what he did. And he had results, so I got results. You know, it didn't happen overnight. Am I happy with the results now? Absolutely. You know, was it worth it? Yes. Because I don't have to break my back anymore. I don't have to stress about money. You know, just because of that $100 investment, it was good. Do I wish I gave, like, if I had 1,000? Yeah. You know why? Because I would have made more a little faster. But that's whatever it is. It's whatever. If you have $100 to invest it. If you have 1,000 to invest it. All I can say is do not invest money that you cannot afford to lose, because it is tied up for a little bit. You know, say you put the $1,000 in the program that gives you 1% daily. You know, you can't get that money right away. It takes about 3 months to get it all back in the 20%. So, you know, if you're good at selling, you know, yeah, you're gonna make some money doing this, but you can always learn, you know. And I'm making a training right now. I have a free training on how to get started, and I'll put it in the description. But I also I'm making a training how to speak on camera, how to really get this thing going. So, hey, that's all I got for today. I'll leave everything in the description of the websites I use personally, and hey, I'll see you on the next one. Hey, remember, do me a favor, subscribe and like this video. Please. Please, please, please. Thank you. Have a great day. Never give up on yourself. You are your worst enemy and your best asset.